Happy Friday. It's a little bit after 8:30. I have a little co-pilot with me today. We were super excited because yesterday was Wesley's very first consultation with a veterinary ophthalmologist, and that was to figure out if he is a great candidate for cataract surgery. So you guys haven't been following our journey. It's been pretty well documented, I think, in these weekend vlogs, where he was diagnosed with diabetes, and then that was secondary to extensive steroid use from his allergies. So he became diabetic, and then his insulin stopped working, and we couldn't figure out why. And it turns out because he has Cushing's disease. And so it's just been a series of documenting what's been going on with Wesley. Now, the latest and greatest is we got his glucose under control. We figured out his proper dose for Cushing's medication. And then suddenly he goes blind. He did have compromised sight just because he is a senior pet, and so he already had the onset of cataracts, but it's like seemingly overnight he went completely blind. We built him a little ramp at home and stuff like that, but it's been very difficult because he is 100%, like, he cannot see unless the room is insanely bright or we're outdoors, and then there is a significant difference in the shadowing. He can't see anything. So yesterday was our very first appointment. The doctor is so pleasant. Absolutely loved him, loved his vet tech. Oh my gosh, you guys, the admin team, like the front desk admin team, sometimes I wish I had the power of a Karen. You know what I mean? Like, how is your job? And I can say this comfortably and liberally because I've had many admin jobs where I'm either the front desk receptionist, where I'm a surgical coordinator. Like, I have experience in this customer service field, and I know how entertaining it is and how important the job is. It's not hard, but it's busy and constant, right? The two front desk girls at this specialist clinic or hospital or surgical center, whatever you want to call it, are absolutely, insert offensive word that means incapable here. Wow. From misspelling his name to calling me to confirm an appointment, and it was like, hey, yeah, hey, and I'm like, I'm sorry, are you trying to call me or not? Is this a butt dial? Wesley has an appointment at 10? And I was like, are you asking me or are you telling me? We get to the hospital yesterday, and she's like, did you fill out any paperwork online? And I was like, no, Lauren, when you called me yesterday, you didn't tell me to. Oh, well, there was some paperwork you should have filled out online before your appointment. It's fine, I'll print it and then you can fill it out. And I was like, if it's just basic paperwork, why can't you just pull it from the entire medical file that his doctor sent you? Because it's basic information. Name, date of birth, is he neutered, is he not, does he have allergies, and what medication is he on? You could pull that from his file that you were sent a week ago when I made this appointment, right? But it was just one of those things where it's like, your position of service, rather, your position is of service, not me providing you a service. And that's what it felt like. I was like, do you even know what you're doing? Like, let me get back there, like, figure this out. I think for me, like, the straw that broke the camel's back with my passes for this girl was when she misspelled his name, because she had the file a week in advance. She called me to confirm the appointment. She had my application or paperwork that I filled out that morning. So she's been exposed to Wesley's name at least 10 times, and to misspell it, it wasn't like, oh, a random letter was interjected. No, it was, she took Wesley's name and spelt it Westley. Like, it was intentional that she thought there was a T there. I don't know why stuff like that bothers me so much, because it's like, your job is busy, but it's simple and it's important. So take it seriously, you know, have pride in your work. That kind of stuff for me doesn't fly whatsoever, especially when you're charging me $300 a visit. So anyway, let's get back to the good news, you guys. Not only is it Friday, not only is this our pre-op appointment, but if everything goes well in today's visit, Wesley could be having cataract surgery as soon as next week. Yes, how crazy is that? So of course there's some good side, some bad side to the whole thing. The good side is his doctor seems to believe there should be no issues with today's visit. Today's visit is a pre-op, which consists of like actual medical clearance of him having this procedure. So we're gonna check, I have to drop him off. He'll be there for a couple hours, and they have to check the back of his eye, the retina. If there's any issues with the retina, no matter how much you repair or remove the cataracts, he's not gonna get any vision back. And there could be a possibility that there are some issues with his retina. However, because he's blind in both eyes, it doesn't seem that way. Usually it's just like one eye if there's like a retina issue. Or if he had trauma of some sort, which he hasn't. You know what he is? He's traumatized with my love. So today's the blood work and the retina exam. And if he clears that, then we just go ahead and schedule his surgery. Now, the surgery recovery is about 2 weeks. He's gonna be on several anti-inflammatories, several antibiotics, things like that. There's a 95% chance or possibility that he regains all of his vision. It's a pretty high statistic. It's very exciting. The only trauma-inducing thing, you guys, I didn't even brush my hair this morning. Sorry. The only trauma-inducing thing about this whole thing is the entire procedure from visit, pre-op, surgery, post-op visits, which are 4 post-op visits, is gonna be about $5,000. Like, who has that kind of money just laying around, you know? But when you look at it like as a big picture, let me switch lanes. Come on, Kia van. Thank you, sir. When you look at the bigger picture, it's like putting a price on one of your 5 senses, right? So it's like, if I knew for a fact from being deaf that I could pay $5,000 and not be deaf anymore, how do you put a price on that, right? If you can't smell, you want to smell again, how do you cost that out? Like, how do you figure out how much that is worth? And so the doctor was so good about explaining, this money is for this, this money's for this, this money's for this. Like, it literally itemizes where that total comes from. And when you separate it and see it in like smaller amounts, you're like, okay, well that makes sense. And when I take him for his glucose curve, like, it's this much. And so it kind of all works out, but it doesn't stop feeling like a big punch in the gut, you know, because with $5,000 you can buy a 16-year-old their first car, and with $5,000 I could pay my mortgage almost 3 times. And so you start to think about it that way. And oh, why is this vet calling me? Hello? Sorry about that, you guys. They were calling to check up on Wesley, see how he was doing after yesterday's visit. It was so sweet. I'm like, hey, we're gonna be there in like 5 minutes. Anyway, as I was telling you, it's hard as a parent to quantify that, or to put a price on restoring someone's sense, you know, and sight is so powerful. I mean, it keeps him from bumping into things. Like, let's keep it simple. But other than that, it's like you get so much gratification out of, you know, being self-sufficient, out of seeing your siblings and your pet parents and all that stuff, and just being able to go on walks again without being so nervous the entire time. So after having a long discussion with Parker last night, I was like, it was really sweet, because he's like, well, we're not really thinking about it, right? Like, we know we have to do it. And I was like, well, yeah, but, and he's like, then that's it, end of discussion. End of discussion, like Axel on Van Helsing. He was like, yeah, no, it has to get done. He's like, and if we think about it, every month there's some expense we have to make, and we figure out a way to do it. So let's do this. It's for Wesley. It's totally worth it. And we'll figure it out later. And I was like, gosh, I love you. I love your face. Which, by the way, speaking about Parker, you guys, oh my gosh, between Instagram and YouTube, it was so hilarious how different the opinions were about zombie apocalypse cheating. It was so funny because on Instagram, everyone like took it very lighthearted and was like, oh my God, this is so funny. You guys are so funny. It's so funny. Hashtag Team Dani, Team Dani. It was hilarious, right? People on YouTube were like, hashtag Team Parker, Dani, you're just a POS, like you're the worst. All right, you guys, sorry about that. My camera was like, this conversation's too hot. I'm gonna overheat and shut down. So yeah, it was funny. On Instagram, everyone was very lighthearted about it and thought it was hilarious. And on YouTube, it was like, Dani, you're a POS. You don't deserve a man like Parker. I can't believe you would say that. And Parker and I were talking about it last night. I was like, it's so bizarre. I don't know what the difference is between, you know, subscribership on Instagram versus YouTube. I don't know if it was maybe the difference in editing from YouTube to Instagram. What I do know for certain is the entire conversation was a joke. Both of us were laughing through the entire conversation of it. And I think one of the very first things I say is, I personally wouldn't do it. Me, as Dani, like the person that's talking to you, that you watch, that you subscribe to, and you know, you listen to my opinion and my thoughts and points of view, I wouldn't do it. But I can understand why the wife did it. You know, I understand why Lori did it. To me, it was justified. Because hey, come the zombie apocalypse, or come the end of the world, or come like fight or flight, and you have to determine or decide what you're gonna do, how you're gonna survive. Like, who knows how you even feel in that moment, you know? So the whole conversation was a whole lot of what ifs put together. Like, if this were to happen, if I had a, you know, husband that was shot in the hospital, if he had a partner that always had feelings, if there's a lot of ifs playing a role. And I was like, holy heck, wow, that's aggressive. But it was literally like, in that vernacular, it was like, Dani, you are a POS. You don't deserve a man like Parker. I hope he wakes up and realizes that you're a horrible person. And I was like, first of all, if the zombie apocalypse does come, I would stick to Parker because his survival skills are epic. Plus, he's cute to look at. He's fun to keep around for some things. All the Karens right now are really mad at me. Anyway, I just thought it was like, it's not that serious, you guys. You know, it's a hilarious conversation, like most of the conversations we have in these vlogs. And it was like, for the first time, hey, come here, say hi to our friends. For the first time in 2 years that Parker's been on this channel, for the very first time in 2 years, I felt uncomfortable sharing him. You know, it never made me uncomfortable when people are like, damn, Dani, he's fine, or he's hot, or I'd hit that, or Dani, no offense, but dang, you know, Parker, whatever, or he's so funny, he's so handsome, he's so handy, you're so lucky. Like, I've never felt uncomfortable sharing him. I'm always like, yes, he is. Yes, he's smart. Yes, he's the best. Yes, he's great. Yes, I'm obsessed with him. I've always agreed with you guys. But when those comments came in, I was like, I felt for the first time that people actually felt they had a say in what's going on around here. Like, you don't get to say those things at all, ever. Even in like real life. Like, think about it. Like, if you're in front of your best friend and you're having this funny conversation about, God forbid, the zombie apocalypse hits, like, what would you do? Or if your friend did this, would you judge her for it? And it's like, you would take that, such an aggressive stance, you know? It's like, dang, it's not that serious, man. So I was like, should I put Parker back in his closet and lock the door so people don't say stuff about him? Because you know I'm a POS. He has a Harry Potter closet. Wesley does not think I'm funny right now. All right, Wesley, this is your pre-op appointment interview. How are you feeling today? He's like, I just want to take a nap. That would be great. Well, you know what? I have good news for you, because part of your pre-op appointment requires you to sit in a pitch black dark room for a couple of hours before they check your retina. It's like an EKG, but for the back of the eye. It's really cool. They were telling me about it yesterday. So I'm going to drop him off. I'll probably be back to pick him up around 3. But I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to leave my baby. Oh, babies. You should my babies. Are you excited? Everyone here, well, almost everyone here, the doctors and like the medical staff are really great. They're awesome. So I know he's in good hands, and I want some good news, right? Did you bring your wallet? Huh? Did you bring your wallet? You're going to have to start selling some pictures of your cinnamon rolls. You know, let's be honest. You're going to have to start contributing to this family. We're going to have to photograph you in like a Speedo with all your cinnamon rolls showing, and make you earn your surgery money, okay? In. So I dropped off Wesley at the vet, and then I stopped at my P.O. box. I went to Target to make a return, and what else did I do? I feel like there was more point of this check-in. There's a bigger backstory. No? On this episode of How Do You Know You're Getting Older with Dani, is you get excited about a spot treatment pen. That's non-toxic. Do you guys like my sweatshirt? Okay, between yesterday and today, the two commonly asked questions when I was out were, 1, where is my purse strap? Oh, my laundry's done. Where's my purse strap from? And today was, where's my sweatshirt from? So I linked both of them on my stories today on Instagram. And I think what I'm gonna do is create a highlight where if it's like a fashion related item, like a purse, a shoe, a sweater, or whatever, I'll link it in the swipe up and I'll save it on a highlight in case you were like, oh man, it'll be easier to find on an Instagram bubble than to go through all my weekend vlogs and not remember which one was the one I was wearing this fabulous tie-dye sweatshirt. I got asked a ton if this was the one from Kohl's that I kept that was cropped, and it's not. This is an actually oversized one, so it's like the opposite of cropped, which is great. It is juniors, and you can see it's a small, but it fits like a normal small. Usually with juniors clothing, I size 1 or 2 sizes up, but because the style or the cut is oversized, I just went with my original size, and I like it. It's just big enough, you know, it's not, I guess my concern from being tall my entire life is, are the sleeves long enough? Because generally speaking, with regular clothes, I would be a small, but the sleeves are too short. So because this is oversized, it's actually the right size. It's kind of nice. So yeah, the two most asked questions out and about, like in real life, in the last 2 days were, where is this from? This was today, and then I'll show you guys the other thing I was talking about. This is the sweatshirt that I was telling you about, and it's supposed to be oversized. I kind of think going up 2 sizes from your original would be cute, because you could actually do like an off the shoulder if that's more your style. But I'm like, it's oversized enough where you get that little slouch, Maybe it's low enough to cover your like pelvic area or your pubic bone. But I really like it. And the thing about this color is the way it looks on the website, I'll throw up a picture here, is not the way it looks. So you'll order one that you probably don't think is as cute as this one, but this is the coloring of that sweatshirt. I've noticed in a ton of online tie-dye related purchases that I've made, tie-dye doesn't photograph well for some reason. It looks different. So anyway, this is from Kohl's. This is how it looks. You could see it's pretty wide. It's slouchy and comfy, but it's that sweat fabric that is, what is this called? Like micro fleece or something. So it's not like a regular sweatsuit. It's a little bit thinner than that. So I really like it. It's perfect for transitional weather like the spring. And then the other thing is the strap on my purse. I got asked a ton, hey, is that from Louis? And I was like, it's from Amazon. It was $16. So one of my favorite looks to do is to take a classic or a traditional or a very, what's the word? Like classy, timeless piece, like this pochette from Louis, and then throwing in something fun, something that kind of throws off the pattern, something that makes it less matchy-matchy. So I have a couple of different handbag straps that I like to use with this one, or like scarves that I tie around the handle, just to throw off the kind of uniformity of it, to make it a little more fun. And so I'll put like a scarf on here, or I'll change up the strap. If you guys look up handbag straps or like banjo straps, I know that sounds funny, but literally like banjo, that was my banjo sound, by the way. You can find really cool pieces that you can use for like a bag like this. Now with this one, this is a $16 purse, not this. It actually comes like this. It's one of those like stadium purses. So you can see how little it is. It's not leather. I hate when they call it PU leather. It's like, no, it's not. It's polyurethane. It's plastic. It's a plastic purse. Don't call it vegan leather. It's one of my pet peeves. Anyway, it looks pebbled like actual leather, and it doesn't smell plasticky, which is kind of nice. You can see how wide it is. I have pretty big hands, pretty wide. And this is the bag. It's $16. It opens up like that. This is really soft. It's not one of those really hard, kind of that like a rough and poke you. And then it has this little coin purse that you kind of stick to the front of it to create, I guess, camouflaging, or so that people can't see inside your purse, but it is removable. So you can have a clear purse if that's what you like. So this is the little coin purse that comes inside of it. So I had no intention of using this ever at all. At all. I just wanted the strap. And given the fact that straps that I've purchased before for this bag are usually between $25 and $40, I was like, okay, $16 for the strap, and it comes with this little purse. I'm sure I could use this at some point, like maybe for our honeymoon in Mexico. It'd be a really cute resort looking piece, right? You don't have to use the strap. You can just carry it around like a clutch. This would be perfect for like the hotel room key or whatever. But let me show you guys how it looks. And I did get asked if this was adjustable, and it is. You can, it doesn't matter how tall you are, or if you want to wear it over the shoulder or crossbody, it's long enough to give you that amount of freedom. So I told you guys I'm tall. We talk about it in every vlog. So you have this much length. I mean, you could wear it really low if that's what you like. You could tighten up the strap and you could wear it right under your armpit. Or if you actually like to wear bags across, like, you know, crossbody, you could do that as well and just adjust it, make it a little bit higher. When I do crossbody, I wear it right around like my hip so that I could swing it around if I'm in the car, or I could swing it behind me if I'm sitting somewhere else, somewhere differently. But yeah, isn't that pretty? It's such a pretty strap. And I think what convinced me to get it was that despite this being plastic, it looks and feels as if it were leather. So for $16, if something happens to it, I won't be as upset as if it were a real leather strap and I paid, you know, upwards of $50 for it. So that's what it looks like. Let me fix the strap. So when I do crossbody, I wear it right around here because I don't like to take it off when I get in the car. So I just swing it around the front and put my seatbelt on. Lazy mom hack. But the strap, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's a very silky, like a silky slippery material. It does have an underside color. So if you don't like that, that's what the underside looks like. And then the other thing is the hardware is kind of like a little bit of a cheap metal. You can see it's kind of flimsy, but it's not, you know, it's not going to break or anything on you. And these do a full turn. So you don't have to worry about the strap always twisting. You can always just adjust it and, you know, it does a complete turn. So you don't have to take it off, unclip it, or be worried about it tangling because it does do the full 360. So anyway, those are the two things that you guys kept asking me about. So what we'll do from now or in the future, we'll do now and into the future, is if there is something that you guys asked a ton about, like I don't know, the sweatshirt or the strap, I'll add it to my highlights on Instagram, and that way if you don't remember, oh, which vlog was it, because the thumbnails are invisible, you know, they all basically look the same. You don't have to worry about being able to find it. Another thing you can do as well is if you go directly to my channel, youtube.com/CoffeeBreakwithDani, and you search within the videos, you can put, I don't know, Coffee Break with Dani, dog diapers, because I get asked that a ton about the dog's diapers. Dog diapers, it's gonna pull up a list of all the vlogs where I link that for you guys. Coffee Break with Dani, this is like the #2 bestseller on my Amazon, links. You could put Coffee Break with Dani Apple Watch strap or Apple Watch band, and boom, it'll bring up all the vlogs that have this linked for you guys. So I should probably put this in my fashion links on Instagram, huh? What do you think, Mern? No? Should we ask her? All right, Mern, what do you think? Should we link this on the Instagram stories? What do you think? Anything? Any contributing information that you would like to add? Hey. Hello. Anything? No? All right, cool. That's nice. Can you give me 5? You. Ay, la cosa más bonita. Me pupusa de mi vida. Mi pupusa de mi vida. I love you. Look at these paws. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, that's nice. Which is the prettiest girl in the whole world? Oh, he's the prettiest girl in the whole world. That's you. That's you, my sweet girl. I know a ton of you guys are going to ask me about this nail polish. There is a collection from Glitter Days. You basically need every single color in this collection. They're like neon pastels. I know it sounds like an oxymoron, but they all look like this. So they're all like an electrified pastel. Isn't that funny? I can't stop wearing these colors, even in like my clothing. This one's called whatever. It's from the As If collection. I think it's like a Clueless type collection. They have like a lavender and a hot pink and a green, a lime green. Do you like it? It's pretty, right? It is nice. Y'all, I'm seriously considering not vlogging because this camera is really upsetting me. It's overheating way more than it normally does, but I just really like the picture quality. You can see all my pimples. I'm 35 going on 13 right now. So at some point this weekend, we're gonna pick up Parker's suits. Ooh, FedEx is here. I wonder what he's bringing me. We're gonna pick up Parker's suits and we're gonna pick up our oldie but goodie birth control. And you're coming along. And I gotta go say hi to FedEx. Are you okay? Oh my goodness. You guys, I was unloading my car. I forgot I had a couple packages from the post office that I needed to get out, and I was like, wait, this doesn't look like PR. So I'm like opening up the packages. You guys, some of the stuff is hilarious, some of it is delicious, and all of it is super sweet. I'm gonna show you guys the best one first. Okay, so we actually have some wrapping paper from Debra Fink. She's like, I saw it, and the minute I saw it, I had to send it to you. So it's sent from an Etsy shop. So I know she didn't send it to me personally. She bought it online, and it came from the UK. How crazy is that? So this is Nicolas Cage wrapping paper. But I don't want to use it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it to Parker and tell him, when you buy me a present, then you can wrap it in this. Look at that. Isn't that funny? Oh my gosh. So this is kind of what it reminded me of, like very boutique style, except it has my boyfriend Nicolas Cage on it. So thank you, Debra, for that. I can't. It makes me laugh every time I see it. So there's that. Then we have this one, which I love. This is actually from El Paso. Our friend Denice sent us a bag of her favorite treats. Now, if you guys are in North Dallas, you understand the pain of trying to find stuff like this. It's really hard to find. You can't find it. You have to drive a good 40 miles south maybe to find stuff like this. So good. She also said these were for the boys. So let's see what we have in this bag. It's so funny. Her card, she goes, I know you're going to say, don't send me anything. Así que calladita es más bonita. It's a saying in Mexico or in Spanish where they say that you look prettier with your mouth shut. So she's like, don't say anything. Just say thank you. So my mouth is watering, you guys. Like these, they're like fizzy candy. So when you like in the middle or in the center, there's like a baking soda fizziness to it. It's super good. Then we have this, dulce de leche. I love this stuff. My mom's gonna be so jealous, although she can get it at like the corner store where she lives. These are fortune tellers. They're like good luck lollipops for kids. I haven't seen these in, what, I don't know, like 25 years. So I'm excited to share that with the boys. I've never actually seen these at all. This is new to me. These are gummies and they're cucumber and like spicy sour flavor. This might sound weird if you are not like Mexican or Hispanic, but we love cucumbers with spiciness, salsa, lemon juice. So that's probably really good. Actually, you know what? Let's try it. Hold please. You guys, when I opened it, like it was like an explosion of cucumber smell. Oh, that's really good. Like weird. You know what something is weird but good? Oh my God, I'm gonna choke. Don't laugh and eat spicy candy at the same time. You know why it's weird? Because it tastes exactly like cucumber, but it's chewy. So it's a really different combination. It's not what you're expecting, but it's so good. Oh my gosh, Denice, you made my day. She even threw in chips, you guys. And then the last package, sorry about the Rudolph nose. Look at this. If you know, you know. And our friend Breanna from Maryland sent us a Valentine's Day gift. How sweet is that? And it's funny because it's like she understands my love language of like planning, organizing, note-taking. We got a little date book from Hallmark, some note-taking pads, a little journal. I love to keep, why is the color being weird? Hold on, let me see. My camera, I think my camera's being thrown off by this blue. So I got a little notebook. This candle that she sent, it's donut scented. It smells really, really good. We got a pen. Look how sweet this is. It's a panda. I'm gonna go put him in my office like immediately after we do this little short. But if you know, you know. This is the best base coat in the entire world. I hate that they discontinued it. I'm hoping they bring it back at a different retailer. You know, not Sephora, maybe someone else buys them up because it's an amazing formula and it needs to exist in this world. So we got this, and then we have pool noodles. I actually stopped at a Dollar Tree on the way home because April Athena, y'all, April Athena 7 is officially Wesley's godmother. She has been chosen. She is his nenang. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I think that's how my coworker used to say it. Nenang is like comadre. So I was asking you guys on Instagram if you see, sorry, I need another one of these cucumber candies. Thanks, Denice. If you see pool noodles, let a girl know because it's still cold. It's not pool weather. And I need pool noodles for my house because Wesley's blind. And I want to slice these up, cut a little slit through them, not completely through, just one slit, and then put them around this baluster here. When this gate opens, insert one right here, because every time he runs out, he bumps into things like these sharp corners. This stuff like this, I mean, there's not much I can do about it, but like this, I could easily take care of sharp edges like right around the base of this coffee table, or maybe even like this couch. What do you think, Bern? these here. I've moved the couches back as far as possible to make as much room for him, but it's still, you know, on some days he's extra disoriented, so it's in everyone's best interest for us to protect him while we can. And so I posted on Instagram, I was like, if you guys see pool noodles, let me know because I need them. So today when I was coming home, I was like, that's a Dollar Tree! So I stop, I get them. I'm so excited. Thank you, April. I was like, you know, that officially means we're family now, so that's kind of awesome. I actually got a comment today that said, would I ever collab with April Athena 7? It was in my new room tour video. And I was like, I don't know why I never thought about that. So I'm gonna have to slide into her DMs as per usual. I swear, we slide into each other's DMs like once a day. I told her the other day, I was like, hey, can you send me a picture of like what you pack for your kids' lunch? And then she sends me a picture and then she's like, but you have to send me one too. And so the next morning I send her one. So we kind of have a real friendship happening here. Anyway, let's go upstairs and put my little panda bear somewhere in the background. All right, you guys, so we're gonna take Breanna's little bear. Breanna's little bear, that sounds so cute. Say hi, Peter. We're gonna take Breanna's little bear and we are gonna put him in our studio somewhere. Let's see, how cute is he? Look, he's holding a heart. I feel like he would go well here just because there's other little miniatures that I've been sent that I really, really love. Look at this one. It's a guardian angel. Isn't that sweet? My goddaughter sent that to me for my birthday. Oh, maybe I could put him here. How does that look? Can you even see him? Maybe here? No. Oh, I know. I'm gonna put him right here. How would that look in the background though? Here? We're gonna have to play around with him a little bit because I really wanna make sure he's there. Oh, I like it there. That's really good. Oh, you know what? I told you guys in a previous vlog about some Easter decorations I ordered on Amazon. This is one of them right here. It's just like a wooden sign with his little tail. How cute is that? And then these little bunnies. Aren't they cute? I mean, it's like blendy enough, but seasonal enough at the same time. Cause like, I felt like the Valentine's Day one was a little too like Valentine's Day, like a little aggressive. And these are kind of blendy, but they're still kind of in the spirit of the holiday. And they're sensitive to people that don't celebrate real Easter. It's always so tough trying to not hurt anybody's feelings, you know? Like for me, Easter is not the Easter bunny and the tails and the peeps and stuff like that. For me, Easter is a religious holiday. But I don't know if for the majority of the people it's the same thing. So I'm like, okay, what would be like the best way to acknowledge it and be seasonal, but be cute at the same time and not hurt anybody's feelings? And I don't consider myself a big people pleaser. Like I stick to my convictions and what I like and stuff, but at the same time, it's something that doesn't cost me much effort to be as inclusive as possible. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's it. I should probably do something about how fabulous I look right now, because Parker called when I was making the bed and he's like, do you want to go on a date today? I was like, but it's on the calendar for tomorrow. He's like, well, it doesn't have to be fancy. We can go in comfy clothes. And I was like, okay, I may be ready for it then. Hey, you guys, it's Wesley and it's 3:30 and I'm checking in, even though I'm not making eye contact because I'm being rude. But we have good news, everyone. I'm having cataract surgery on March 26th. Oh my goodness, we're so excited. Oh, Wesley, are you gonna see? You gonna see Mama? Hey, look over here. Are you gonna have surgery? Are you gonna have surgery, my sweet boy? I hope you guys like that adorable introduction. It's almost 3:30. We just had our pre-op confirmation appointment, rather. We just had our pre-op appointment to confirm that he is officially cleared for surgery. Oh my gosh, it was like, I don't know, it felt like we got the best news ever. He was like, these are his retinas, everything's intact, everything's in place, he's looking good. He has a little bit elevated blood pressure, but they're like, it could be as simple as he is nervous to be at the vet. I mean, anyone that's at the doctor is nervous. Could you imagine a dog at a vet clinic where all the dogs are like whimpering or crying, and it's a surgical center, so there's a lot of waking up, and you know how dogs cry. I don't know if you've heard it, but it's like really heartbreaking when they wake up from anesthesia. So I'm sure he was just nervous, but they gave us the whole rundown, you guys. Sweet baby Jesus. I am gonna be basically, I'm gonna need like a dog nurse. He has 5 different medications. 4 or 5? 5. He has 5 ophthalmic medications that he's gonna need to be on for his surgery, in addition to his insulin and his Referral for his Cushings. So it's gonna be a very, very intense 2 weeks of surgical recovery. I mean, intense. 2 weeks of 7 medications. 7 medications, 2 twice a day, and 5 4 times a day. When am I gonna have a chance to shower? Darn, I guess I won't. I'm the worst. If you guys haven't been watching my weekend vlogs, you don't know the shower joke. But that's it. Parker actually met me at the surgical center. He was going to meet me at home, and then we were gonna drive together, but it looks like he wasn't gonna make it on time. And I was like, I need to go get Wesley. It's Friday, and they close the clinic early. He's like, okay, I can just meet you there. So he's following behind me right now, and we're just gonna go home. We're gonna relax with our puppies. I am very happy and excited for the possibility of Wesley being able to regain his vision, but I'm also super nervous because I know it's gonna be very stressful to take care of him, but it's all worth it, you know what I mean? So March 26th, it's a Wednesday, I think. It's either March 25th or 26th. That he is gonna have his surgery. I am so excited. I'm actually pulling over because I need to get gas, and I am not going to let the fact that I need gas affect my mood, because getting gas is bull. Raging today. What did we eat yesterday? I'm like puffy. Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
No regrets. Hey, you guys, it is. Let me turn off this amazing music we got going on here. I'm not entertaining this. I am not. I'm gonna edit you out of my vlog and my life. Don't do it again. It's a school zone.
Okay.
Call the police.
Yeah, the school zone's over. But yeah, go ahead.
It's always a school zone. Look, there's a puppy. Look at him. Watch. Show the puppy. Show the puppy. Oh my goodness. Stop. Parker's 13. Hey, you guys. It is 6:45. 5:45. It's almost 6 o'clock. It's been a very adventurous day, let me tell you. We picked up Wesley. We got good news. We scheduled his surgery. It's coming up in a couple weeks. We came home. We went to talk to CVS about my birth control. They may or may not have assaulted me with the price of my birth control, but hopefully my face doesn't assault me anymore. And then we went to have dinner at 54th
Street.
I always want to call it Market.
No.
I always want to call it 54th Market. So, are you getting PTSD right now about our zombie apocalyptic cheating conversation? Like, is it dredging up any feelings?
I'm okay with it. We definitely struck a nerve with it, though, apparently. Some people got upset.
Parker, do you think I'm a piece of shit?
No.
He's like, well.
I don't, but there's some people out there who do, apparently. You're a POS, man.
Oh my god. Anyway, so we went to have dinner, and I was having one of those days. I've been having a lot of these days very often, and you know what I think it is? I think it's been probably the first year in, geez, like maybe 10 to 12 years that I'm not anemic, and I'm stably not anemic. and I'm not craving any protein, like animal protein. So I've been really craving just vegetarian meals, salads, soups, soy, beans, stuff like that. So we went to 54th Street and I got the, the name is so exciting, you guys. Prepare for this. The name made it sound a lot more majestic than it was, but it's actually really good. It's the baked potato platter. Doesn't that sound like you're gonna get 12 baked potatoes? No, you got one, but it had all the stuff that it normally has, like the bacon, the cheese, the sour cream, but it had broccoli. And I told Parker, I was like, I did not authorize this. I did not authorize bacon on my baked potato, but it was actually really good. It was like the perfect thing or component to add to it, because you guys know, like, it kind of, watery is a bad word, but it's definitely cuts the dryness of the potato. So it was a really good topping. And then I got the summer salad. That salad gave me romantic feelings, you guys. It was really good. It was one of those salads that has spinach, spring greens, nuts, cheesy crumbles. I think it was feta, strawberries, but the vinaigrette was super good. What happened?
It's a crash.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
It's so bad.
You're 2 Porsches.
It is so bad, you guys. I hope they're okay. They're on the curb.
Look, there's another one over here.
Oh,
Alexis,
shoot.
Porsche.
Oh my God, poor babies. Oh, Diosito los acompañe, pobrecitos. I hate saying stuff like that, you guys. It really freaks me out. I drove upon a car accident when I was 20, and it was actually my brother that had the car accident. I don't think I've ever told you that story. He like jumped the curb, like the median on the highway, onto the other side. It was awful. Plus, I've also never met a man that totals as many cars as my brother does. He's good though. He's healthy. He's fine. Nothing has ever come of these horrendous crashes he's had. Thank you, Lord. But yeah, that salad was super yummy, you guys. So good. Today's been a good day. I think today we've met people, like people have helped us, like the bartender that helped us, the girl, the pharmacist. So Parker and I have been noticing, like, we've been getting girl crushes on this specific type of beauty recently. But we both are like, did you see? And he's like, yeah, her skin was
she's
amazing.
On our radar from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, from The Walking Dead. The character Sasha, she is so pretty. I mean, her skin is just, it's a gift.
Now we see her everywhere.
Yeah, so now everywhere we go, we're like, oh my God, Sasha looks like Sasha. She's gorgeous, are the pharmacists that helped us. But yeah, it's been a good day where people are like just nice and positive and just friendly and stuff like that. She even told us, he and I were having a conversation where I told him, I was like, hey, look, you know what? We like 90 Day Fiance and we know how high quality educational content, like quality TV it is. What if we try watching Love is Blind? And the girl interjects, she's like, is that Netflix show? And I was like, yeah, where people never see each other and they get married. I think it might be on that level of really good content, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Let's try one episode.
I don't know. It feels very much like the dating game. I don't know.
Parker, fine.
I don't know. We can try it.
Think about it. Just think about it.
We can try it.
Let me plant the seed. We've been watching The Walking Dead. I've been watching it more than Parker. Parker kind of remembers it from when he saw it the first time, so I'm kind of like skipping ahead and stuff. But I'm really upset. Like I never thought. I think his name's Jeffrey Dean Morgan, right?
Negan.
Yeah, Negan. This actor to me was like what Wet Dreams Were Made Of. Sorry guys, TMI, but he's like gorgeous, very handsome. He has that classic old Hollywood look to him, so I was always a big fan. After him playing Negan, I want to drive to his home, probably in Hollywood, and punch him in the nuts. I'm just not okay with it. I hate him, like with a passion. Suts me. When my nose gets red like this, I'm emotionally altered, you guys.
It's alright, it's okay, it's just make believe, it's not real.
I need to leave you guys right now. I'm upset. I need my dogs.